Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the Arca series here at Iowa. I just got back from an awful flight story. I'll tell that during the race and everything, but not top split, or it is top split, but not first split of the week like we normally do. We're car 4. We have Jeremy here, but he had some headset issues, so he left. We got Kevin Kramer out here. I'd recognize the name Brandon McKissick. Definitely raced him a decent bit as well. So hopefully we could do decent here. Iowa is not my track though. This is a very odd track for me. I don't really enjoy it too much, but I got a little advice from Jeremy, asking him what the line would be, because I know he ran this yesterday with Gavin and them. I watched Gavin's video, but he got like involved in like a lap 1 wreck and stuff, so it didn't really show too much what was there. I feel like you weren't able to see a whole lot going on, but I know bottom 1, 2, and then Jeremy was saying white line, like top white line in 3 and 4. So that's quite interesting. Huge bump through 1 and 2 there. It's so bad up top though in 1 and 2. You cannot run top up there. Now imagine like just try to get your car between these two seams. Something like that. We'll see. Fastest I've gotten it is a 24.1. Jeremy's back. That's good. Hopefully his headset working. 24.3. That's not very good. Sideways, and we're losing it. I have not raced in over a week and it feels like it. Oh my goodness, it feels awful. And this is not a good track for me to come back to as my first race of the week and stuff, so this is going to be a struggle. So far we're 7th. We're going to keep falling back most likely. People are in the 23s. I'm pretty sure in the first split of the week people were running 23.7s, I want to say, so they were absolutely flying. But we'll see if we can try to have some sort of race pace here and try to save the tires in this thing, try not to wreck it and everything, and just see if we can survive this thing and try to get an okay finish out of it. All right, we're rolling off 12th here, waiting on a couple guys in pit road to go. Looks like 6th place isn't going or something like that. I don't know, but we need to catch up to the field quick. I don't know if this is a 1 to green or what. It's a 2 to green. All right, we're all right. But yeah, this is a rough first race of the like from the first week of this week. I haven't raced since last Monday, so it's been a while for me. But I had like so much travel layover, it was awful. I never really go flying at all, but we were coming from Louisville to Charlotte back to where I'm at in Tampa, and Louisville to Charlotte completely fine. From Charlotte to here, we had about a 12-hour layover. We were only supposed to have like an hour, but then it got delayed like an hour and a half after that, so it was gonna be like 2.5 hours, which was fine. And it was gonna be at like 11:30 p.m. because we were planned on landing at like midnight or something like that. But then it got moved back to like 5 a.m., then 8:15 a.m., and then like 9:15 a.m., and then it finally left this morning at like 10 a.m. So I'm like not fresh off of all that, but like I've been home for like 3 hours or so now, but it's been such a pain. But I'm hoping I can just relax, do some racing, and get back into the routine of all this, because haven't raced in over a week and it's gonna be a rough one for the first one back, I would say. But starting 12th out of like 17 here, I don't know how much pace we're gonna have. Iowa's a very tough track for me. It's very, very loose too. Very bumpy in 1 and 2. So try to not overdrive it and wreck ourselves. I want to try to get down.
What the fuck?
Somebody's already wrecking back there. 3 car. Thought he was getting a little loose there.
Outside.
People are going high immediately, which is very interesting. Bottom side is pretty loose. I think everywhere is kind of loose here, so all just about where you could drive your car the best. I'm just going to try to take it a little easy early on.
Thought I was clear.
And see how we can do. Jeremy's up here in this 8 car on the outside. The red and yellow one, not the one right in front of us, the one in front of him.
Okay.
But we'll see what we can do.
I will totally give you that pop pack. I feel terrible.
Just trying to keep the car straight, mainly. Need to get it down to the bottom in 1 and 2, though.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Somebody giving Jeremy a spot because he like cut him off or about ran him up into the wall they were talking about, I think. I did almost see something happen up there. Oh, that guy about lost it. I'm in the wall on the front stretch. Get off the wall. And it really sucks here because the wall on the front stretch is very curved. So when I got stuck in it, it just like kept bringing me further and further out. I felt good off of turn 4 too and just barely caught it with the right rear.
Brandon up there got a game shark in, man. Hauling the mail.
I think that's car number 1. McKissick up front. He is flying. No shocker to me. He's car 1, and I definitely recognize his name. Definitely raced him a decent bit. I don't know how people are running high in 1 and 2. It's just way too bumpy for me. I like the bottom in 1 and 2 much more. Might be slower, though, honestly. Or worse on your tires, one or the other. I'm not 100% sure. Let's try to stay out of this front stretch wall and see if we can make some passes. Because I was feeling pretty decent until I got that wall. But I know Jeremy's ran this multiple times this week, most likely. I know he ran the first split of the week. And I asked him the line. He said bottom 1 and 2, that high line in 3 and 4.
Still there.
So trying to make it work. Hopefully we can try to get by the 12 car here in 1 and 2 or something. Try not to slow it down too much to get it down on the apron. But definitely tough to pass in the bottom, I'll tell you that. I can make up a lot of time down there in 1 and 2 if I can run it right. But for, like, I don't know if this is a 1.5 miles. It might be considered a 1.5 miles or something like that. I don't know the exact size of Iowa. But the very bumpy tracks like this, Rockingham, stuff like that, are not my strong suits. Where it's like very, very bumpy and it gets very loose because of the bumps. I'm not very good in those kind of situations. 12 car ran a little high. Trying to use the throttle to keep it slightly sideways so it gets the turn through the corner. Stepped on it almost too hard there in 1 and 2 while trying to get to the bottom. Might have started braking a little early there, honestly, in 1 and 2. Somebody's trying to make the bottom work in 3 and 4 here. He's been stuck on the bottom. Oh, there goes Jeremy. No, not again. Not on the front stretch again. I saw in Gavin's video that he got stuck in the front stretch wall and then got hit and spun down. That one looked like they were side by side. I'm not sure if the guy came down on him or what.
Freaking overdriving the car.
That's what it sounds like.
You overdrive the entry and pass me back because it was either that or I was gonna get wrecked. And then you just come down on me off the corner. Nice job.
We will see what happened in the replays at the end, but Jeremy is quite upset about that, which is very unfortunate for him. He seemed pretty quick.
Outside.
See, when I can run 1 and 2 right like that, oh wow, it's quick. Trying to run like this middle
Are you
lane
talking to me?
and cut down.
I said 14.
Still out there.
Oh, sideways.
Never mind then.
Clear, clear, clear.
Yeah, I don't know if the 3 knew who he was talking about. He's around that area. The guy behind me is sending it into the damn corner. Holy shit. Like, very hard. If I can get a good enough run on the front stretch here, might be able to make this pass work. I'm hoping later in this run,
24.4.
we can make some moves happen.
26.97.
Oh, he's moving up. Might be able to make it through wide here, or just get a run on him.
Still out there.
Because he had to let off a lot there.
Still outside.
Because he like slid up very, very hard there. Almost into the
Still out there.
15.
Quarter.
A little sideways, but we have the inside positioning for 1 and 2.
24.771. Still out there. Good lap, man. You keep after it. You'll get it. Good
Not
job.
able to clear him there off of 2. That's unfortunate.
Still outside. Clear high.
Trying to get back to this high lane before the other guy gets on the outside of us.
Outside.
He's going to get on the outside of us. Never mind.
Still
Wasn't able to move all the way up because they didn't want to run into the left side of the 12.
outside.
I'm hoping these guys are going to burn up their tires or something, though, because they do seem
Outside.
a little loose. So I'm trying to manage my stuff a little bit. I'm trying to give him that lane that I know is preferred. I don't want to run him up into the wall or anything.
Still out there. Clear. 24.
Because I'm running that low side in 1 and 2 here.
Outside.
And it's fast. And I feel like I'm using the throttle pretty well to keep the car somewhat straight there.
Still outside.
But I do feel very good there in 1 and 2 right now.
Outside.
That was a good 3 and 4. A little too much throttle though. I got a little too sideways on the exit. It felt so good up until then.
4.88. Still outside.
This track's just so difficult.
Still outside.
I'm making the bottom work a little bit. Staying in front of the 13 car here. I needed to get lower for that. That was a bad corner.
Still there at your door.
Real tight side-by-side racing here. Very fun. Very difficult though.
976.
Try not to hit anybody.
Still there, door outside. Still outside.
But I know if I was in like the first split of the week with Gavin, I probably would have been right back there with him because I'm not super fast at all. I think I ran a slower qualifying time than him. I'm interested to see the race average time against him. I know he got slowed up lap 1 from a wreck, so that might give us the advantage. I'm not 100% sure. And then he kind of was on his own for most of the race, unfortunately. Ooh, we almost made the pass there on the 12. That was massive.
Door outside.
Might be able to slide up in front of him off of turn 4 here. Slide job kind of off turn 4. He's going to have a run, though, down the front stretch. And I don't really want to run this outside, per se, but we're going to. The massive bump right there.
Still with you inside.
And we got the preferred lane in 3 and 4 for sure. Just got to run it the way I know we can. And don't slip up. And we should have the spot. Oh, he held it really well down there, though. He ran like a lot higher than what I do. And I want to get down to the bottom in 1 and 2 so badly. But the 13's following us on through. I did tap the wall there, but luckily it didn't suck us in and get us stuck or anything. I got lucky with that. But now we can cut back down to the bottom of 1 and 2. That's where I've been making up most of my time, I feel like.
979.
I've been feeling good down there. It's definitely a little slow on the back stretch, but that's okay. It's very interesting that everybody's staying like high in 1 and 2. It's just so bumpy up there. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
25.006.
Did not get low enough. That guy's up in the wall though. So we're gonna get that spot. That's 9th place. Let's go. Making moves. Got by one guy on track, and then that's the second one technically, but he got in the wall, kind of helped us out a little. All right, past halfway, and we just got like by ourselves for the first time. Let's see if we can try to settle in and see if we can try to catch the 14 up here. Oh, I thought I was gonna get the wall there. That was very close. I had to let off a little bit because I thought I was gonna smack it. Overdrove the entry also.
Deleted it at 24.9.
Leaded it at 24.9. Okay, very interesting. I know I had a bad lap there.
25.0.
Okay, actually it was only a 10th off, and I feel like I had a bad lap because of the back stretch, and I overdrove 3 and 4 a little bit. This guy's gonna probably have to get by me on the inside, I would imagine, because I don't know if he's gonna be able to get to my outside again. He did get by me once, or like to my outside, and I was able to hold him off because I was getting by that 14 it was? No, the 12 car it was. I'm wondering if my line in 1 and 2 is kind of messing him up as well, because it looked like he overshot that turn, like trying to miss me. Because I'm trying to slow it down to get to the bottom. He's trying to fly on the top. We're second back from the 14. Okay.
24.9.
Trying to see our time compared to him. That corner was not great. Sideways on the exit, I felt like I burnt up the right front through the corner. That was a very bad corner. Luckily, we didn't lose it, at least. That was the main thing. Got too high in 3 and 4. I'm all over the track.
Why?
25.1.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
What do you mean, why? Like, why are you... What are you doing?
Thought the
What do you
13
mean, what am I
was go-
doing? I
I
didn't
thought
get
the
out of
13
the
was gonna
vent.
take a look.
And then you just come up into me.
7 and the 5 are exchanging words now.
Okay.
14 car is getting very loose up there. We are catching him slightly. I do think the 13's a little faster than us. If he were, like, if I wasn't in his way, I honestly do think he's a little faster. But I'm just running my line, and I'm, like, in his way for, like, the front stretch, I guess. Because he's definitely a little quicker, but catching and passing is two different things. One's much harder than the other.
25.044.
I'm overdriving the entry of 1 there. I need to get down to the bottom. But still making that second lane work. I think we can get by this 14th for 8th. This 14, not 14th. He's not a position, he's a number.
24.955.
Lead around 24.955. We're keeping up somewhat with the leader, though.
25.1.
Like a tenth and a half, 2/10 off him there. Gonna have to get by this 14 somehow. I imagine it's gonna be through 1 and 2.
What are you doing?
Oh, that guy's backwards on the track. He's up high. He's up high. Oh, he got hit. Coming back down. Gonna get by the 14 because of it. I think we just got like 3 spots in that one corner. Holy shit.
I didn't know where to go.
Oh, that was close. Where are we now? We got the 6 from that. Let's go. I saw that coming from a mile away. He like slid back up the track. I don't know how he slid back up the track, but he did. Collected one of those guys from this group up here, and the 14 was really slow trying to dodge it. Oh, that was awesome. I think we were gonna get by the 14 anyways, but that helped us out tremendously, getting by him much easier. Awesome. And we got Kevin right up here battling 4th and 5th.
Can we just get our car out of the middle of the track?
Yeah, that's always frustrating. Kevin's holding it off in 4th though. He's doing really well. Somehow we got at the 6th though. I don't understand how, but I will freaking take it. We got very lucky there, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Luckily, I was able to see it from far away.
25.194.
Need to just keep running our line. I've been good with it. That was an awful turn 1 though. I think I was just trying to get on throttle too early.
Brandon, what lane do you want me?
Imagine Brandon's running the outside. I don't know what he's doing in 1 and 2, which would be interesting to know. Because the guys in front of me, like Kevin, he runs these all the time.
5.239.
And he's still running like outside in 1 and 2, which is very interesting. I guess that's the fast lane. Because I know he's a part of like
Okay,
the
I'll go
Arca
low when you
Farmer
get here.
Discord and stuff, and he does a lot of Arca. He's very good. I remember racing him at Pocono. I think he finished 2nd. He qualified pole, finished 2nd. He was very, very fast there. Because I ran like multiple races that week in Arca at Pocono. 25.251. Okay, let's see if I can get like a clean lap up here all the way around, and then run like bottom in 1 and 2 and see what we got. Pulling away from the guys behind us. That's good. I'm hoping that they've burnt up their tires. The 13 car, I'm hoping. Yeah, 25.0. Started crossing over the seams and losing a little bit.
25.344.
See if I can get a good lap down here or not. Because that was a 25.3. That felt really slow, but at the same time, like that's normal for 1 and 2. 13 did catch us a little bit. I overdrove the entry to turn 3. Very sideways, but able to keep it straight off the corner. That was a 4, but I also felt like that was an awful lap. That was better. Very loose and sketchy, but it's better. Didn't overdrive 3 and 4 either. And kept it on the outside, probably for better momentum, I would imagine. Definitely pulled away from the 13 on that top in 3 and 4. Okay.
206.
Ran too high in 1 and 2. It's very bumpy up here. I wanted to run the high lane, but like right where the dotted lines were, like we are in 3 and 4. I need to stick this outside in 3 and 4 better, like we did the lap before. That one was way too high. I just need to not get myself up in the wall. We should be able to finish here 6th, barring us getting in the wall, I feel like.
306.
Because if I can just stick it on the outside the rest of the race, I don't think the 13 is going to catch us, let alone pass us. Because we're keeping pretty much even peel with him lap per lap. But this track is very, very difficult. I'm interested to see the tire wears at the end of this, because I kind of remember Gavin's, I think his were 69, 79 or something like that. I'd love to see our tire wear. Because I know he ran bottom like the entire time as well, which was very interesting. But also, like, he said in his video, he didn't have me to bounce ideas off of, and that's true. I do the same with him. Because when he's doing his, like, 305 race, first race of the week, I'm doing some Arca practice because it's starting while he's still in that, and then I kind of try to find the fast line.
I'm on the top, Brandon.
And I can kind of gauge our lap times off each other because we race very similar to each other, like speed-wise. So we're able to find kind of like what one of the faster lines are. Maybe not race pace, but for qualifying at least we get better than we would by ourselves. Because we both qualified awful. I know he qualified with a 2-something, and it was last in the first split of the week, which is crazy. I qualified with a 3, and I was 12th out of like 17, which is nuts. I would have qualified behind Gavin, so I definitely would have started dead last, and I would have been a higher number than him also, and probably caught up in his wreck that he was right there at. So I'm kind of happy I was gone for that race, because that would have been quite a sad video. But this was a much crazier race, as in like us actually finishing pretty decent. It's not going to be a very high strength of field by any means because we're car number 4, but I think we can gain some iRating finishing 6th here, being car 4 as well. But we'll go through, see all the incidents that did happen in this race. There was definitely quite a few. I want to see that dodge that we had too. It was absolutely crazy. I've been trying to catch the 3 car a little bit. It seems like I can catch him a couple tenths, but then he'll pull it back, so I'm keeping pretty equidistant to him. I think he just got the wall though, or he pulled off the wall to miss it. Something like that.
That was some sketchy traffic you had to go through, Brandon.
Brandon had a lot of lap traffic to go through. Let's not spin it out off the last corner. We're gonna come home 6th. I will take that here at Iowa. Very, very tough race. We finished 6th, about 2.2 behind the guy in front of us. I'll take that.
I don't know who wrecked the 2, but that was
good win by Brandon. He was very fast. Won by about 7 seconds. That's crazy. I want to see the tire wears, though, whatever we had. I'll type it. I don't know if anybody else will, but we had 69.82. Oh, wow. Mine were worse than Gavin's. That's crazy. 69.82. I did not use much of the right rear. Jeremy's was 68.82, and he went for a spin too, so that is pretty bad on our part. I killed my right front there, but let's go through, see what happened throughout the race, because there were definitely some contact points in this one right off the start. The guy, what even happened here? Why was the guy because I know he got wrecked yesterday as well, so that's quite unfortunate. What happened? Did this 32 like just get a jump or what? Like, oh, he was just starting on his outside 3 wide. What the hell is going on? Actually, where did this guy qualify? 14th, yeah, and this guy literally qualified 16th. So he just wanted to start 3 wide and ended up wrecking the 6. I blame it on the 17 here. It may have not necessarily been his fault that this guy went around because he kind of came up. The 16 definitely came up there, but you guys wouldn't be in the situation if you weren't starting 3 wide. Like, the guy's not on the inside, but this is his lane. He's behind me, and he's starting 3 wide on the outside. So I blame the 17 because he shouldn't have been there in the first place. So that was just dumb all in general, I feel like. That was just unnecessary. You got the 10 car, lap 4, gonna smack the wall off turn 4. And he's just stuck in it. Oh, my. Jeremy's right in front of this 8 car. 9 got in the wall there quite a bit. And then the 3 also got in the wall. Was that when I got in the wall as well? Hang on, go back. I need to see. Was that when we all got in the wall or what? because I know I got in the wall. Was it right with them? I don't 100% know if we all did it at the same time or not. I don't even know what lap it was either. Jeez. Okay, let's just go forward from here because I don't know what lap it was. It was lap 8. And I was a little bit behind. Actually, I wasn't right on them or anything, but did I get in the wall the same lap? I know I got in the wall at some point. And then, all right, let's see what happened here with Jeremy. 14 car. Kind of going for the same line. I don't think the 14 necessarily came down, I don't think. Like, he is definitely sideways, but his car was pointed like that the entire corner. I don't know if he really came down. He was just still like that for the exit, which he should have been coming out to the wall. That's more of like a racing incident, in my opinion. He was definitely sideways. I think he was just losing it. I want to see in-car, though. Because his wheel's not even turned. He's trying to save it. Yeah, he's not, like, coming down, per se. He's just losing it. So, I think that's just more of a racing incident. Very unfortunate for Jeremy, by all means. Like, just wrong place, wrong time, unfortunately. Racing hard. Jeremy didn't get much damage, at least, but got spun out. Not able to get a good finish because of it. I know he didn't have a good one last night, either. 14 car also gets the wall there. I need to see this massive wreck, though, whatever happened. Because, I think the 7 and the 5 were mad at each other. 7 car losing it here in second place. Getting in the wall. And, oh, he comes down on him. That's probably the 5 car. Yeah, I would be angry if I was the 5 car, too. This dude's stuck in the wall the entire time and then shoots down all of a sudden. Clips your right rear. And I understand why the 5 car is mad. Like, the 7 car screwed himself up. And then, kind of to avoid getting past... oh wow, okay, that was just racing really tight. That was racing a little too tight. I think the 2 kind of slid up though. 7 was a little low trying to get to that. They were just racing for the same line when they're side by side. That's tough. If I was a 2, I would have gone lower, tried to do the slider like I did. That's just racing too tight. 2 car gets spun and then he just comes back up the track, doesn't hold the brakes until the very end, because you can see that both the wheels just spinning. And could have kind of been avoided if he holding the brake the entire time. He would have stopped right there instead of sliding back up. The 11 car gets in it, unfortunately. The 14 car is coming on down. And we barely miss all this coming from so far away. I want to see the chase camera. Because you see the car sliding up. That's what I saw. I saw him get hit up top. I didn't know how far he was going to start sliding down. 14 car to let off. We barely get by all that. It was nuts. So close right there for us. Luckily, we were able to get by all 3 of them without any damage. 14 car barely misses them. Barely misses us too, but he straightened it back out for the exit. I was able to keep most of my momentum though, luckily. 15 car coming on by. The 2 car really just was lazy to get out the car. And the 15, I think he like net coded where the car was maybe. Because I'm trying to see. He had some weird right front damage, it looked like, maybe. Yeah, he hit the ghost car because he got out so late, and it shot him down in front of the 6. That is quite unfortunate for both of them, because that guy should have been out of there at that point. What happens here? The 11 car gonna get the wall or something, or just blink, or it's just some weird bumps going into turn 1 late in the race, and then Brandon won the race, and this is the end. So, hey, somehow we get by that massive crash. We gain up to 6. We went from 12th to 6th there, which is crazy. So, should gain some iRating, I think, finishing 6th as car number 4, but let's go actually check out the results now. All right, results are in. We gained 16 out of it, gained a little bit of safety as well. I think we got a 0x out of it, I want to say. Yeah, we did. We didn't hit anything besides the wall on the front stretch one time, but Brandon was absolutely flying. He averaged a 24.8. We averaged a 25.1, so that shows you the difference per lap. He's just so far gone. Over 5,700 iRating there. Really flying. Unfortunate for Jeremy. He's going to lose some. Kevin gets a good amount up there, up in 4th. He was able to hold off the hard charging 3 car there, but then pulled away from him there the last like 5 laps or so. And we were slowly catching the 3. He was making a couple mistakes, but he was too far out ahead. Luckily, we were able to hold off the charging 13 there for so long. We pulled away from him at the very end. Once we got by the 14, it gave us a little buffer, and we kind of just held out the rest of the race and then pulled away the last couple laps is what it looks like. So very happy about that. We didn't nearly have a very quick lap, like best lap on the day, but our average time just showed up for it. We didn't really mess up too bad and have to lift and lose a ton of time. We got in the wall once, and that kind of difference might have gave us a chance to get the top 5 spot, honestly. But also that would have made us closer for that wreck that we barely got by like 3 wide. So never know how it would have turned out, honestly. But Very happy we were able to gain some there. We got 16. I'll take that. 36-22. Hopefully we can try to get up towards 4K by the end of the season. That would be crazy. Don't know if that's going to happen, though. What week is this? I don't know what week it is. I'm trying to think. It might be like week 7 or something like that. So I don't think we'll be able to get up that high. Only doing really Arca once a week. I've done Arca like more than once a week every now and then, but I know this week I won't be running Iowa again. Not my kind of oval. Very bumpy. We got very lucky, I think, in this one. Not a super high strength field either, 27.5. So it is what it is. We somehow went from 12th to 6th. I will take that all day. Got very lucky, but sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race nonetheless, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.